Hey my friends, cardioing. Got to burn off a little pancake, a little bit of bacon. Hey, here's a gardening tip for you. Tips. You know, right now on the Sunday, it's awesome outside. It's a little overcast, but it's not cold, it's not hot. Spring is coming. As you know, as soon as we have nice days, everybody's like ready to plant. So knock out roses. Get out there today. Prune your knockout roses. And you go, Rocket, how do I do that? Well, if your knockout roses this much, prune it down to that much. Do not go straight across. You can do that at first to remove the top canopy, but then take your hand pruners and do the sides. You know, individually clip the branches at different heights. Because everywhere you prune, Bradford, what happens? 2 to 3 new shoots come out about an inch below. Don't you like the hand gestures? Yay! You rock! Where did that come from? I don't know. So anyway, don't prune straight across. Get rid of the canopy, but then come back and hand prune further. Do that on the knockout roses. Now, if they're 6 feet tall, don't do half. Go all the way back to about a foot off the ground. You don't have to, but it's great to clean them up and get a lot of that old growth, and there's a lot of dead in there, and get that out of there too. Liriope, or Liriope, as some people say, the variegated kind, the solid kind. Prune that now. Just grab it up in a bunch and prune it just like, you know, just like you do your hair. Just grab it a bunch, but some of you don't have much hair, but I have some hair. But anyway, so do your Liriope now, variegated, the solid green. Do that now. All your perennials. If you have the last year's dead, you know, it's not dead, but the last year's old growth, go ahead and clean up your perennial beds right now. Today is an awesome day to get out and work in the garden. Sow in the garden. Oh my gosh, don't start sowing in the garden. I'm talking about your plants, your shrubberies. Put down fresh bark and straw. Do that now. Get those old leaves up. Lantana. If you've got lantana like Mrs. Huff, the variety, oh, huge, 6 feet tall. If you want, go in and get that old growth off. It's just brown anyway. It looks terrible. And prune that back to about right there. Or you don't have to. You can just wait until May or whenever you start seeing new growth at the bottom. Then you can prune it. But if you want to, you can go ahead and clean up the perennials. Just clean your perennials up. If you have old Solomon seal, you know, they're all mushy, just clean those up, pull those off. A lot of things have just come straight up. So a lot of work to do in the garden. If you have shrubbery like loropetalum, some of you have the old kind of loropetalums that get 6 to 10 feet tall, like my variety out here that I use as a screen. It's amazing. But if you've got some of the new ones like Crimson Fire and Purple Diamond, and they're a little scruffy, then now's a great time to prune boxwoods. Amazing time to prune American boxwoods. Any kind of boxwoods for that matter. But if you got American boxwoods, now's the time to shape them and prune them. If you want to, open up some holes in there and reach in and do some cuts and stimulate some growth, get some sunlight in there. But pruning boxwoods is a great time to shape them. So get those gash hedgers out. And I'm not a big fan of hedging. Oh my gosh, you drive through all these subdivisions. I won't name any Greystone Highland Lakes. I mean, and I see so many misshapen bushes because they're the wrong bush, planted at the wrong place. And so what do? We don't know what to do, so we get the hedge trimmers and just go crazy. Anyway, but now's a good time if you're going to do some pruning and shaping. It's great to do that now. Transplanting. You're still not too late to transplant. So if you have a crepe myrtle that's, oh my gosh, you butcher it every year because if you don't, you can't see out your window. Well, now's a great time to move that thing and then get a variety. There's a lot of dwarf varieties. You know, there's a variety that only gets 18 inches tall. A crepe myrtle that only gets 18 inches. Is that awesome? Instead of 30 feet tall, like the Natchez white variety. Those are amazing, but not right at your front door. So now's a great time to transplant. Just remember, when you do transplant, you want a big old root ball. Big old root ball. Try to keep all that dirt with you. I've got some videos on jimmyrocket.com on how to transplant properly. But now's a great time because it's not so hot and things are still in the dormant stage. They're growing, but they're just not, it's not June, July, and it's not hot. So, okay, my friends, there's probably a lot more information to give you. That's just some quick tips. Sanctuary 334 organic fertilizer. It's amazing. Hannah's Garden Shop carries that. I use it. You can't burn with it. You just take it and you broadcast it. It's organic. It's amazing. Oh my gosh, it's got the fungus mycorrhiza, and mycorrhiza is amazing. It helps your plant discover where water and nutrients are. It's a help. It's like the Holy Spirit. It helps. You're not there alone. It helps. Mycorrhiza. Sanctuary 334. Hannah has that. I'm the only ones I know that carry it. We use it all the time. Everything we do. right, my friends, you're awesome. Jesus says you rock. You're just amazing. Have a great gardening day. When I get done here, I'm going out in my garden. I've got some painting to do. What? I'm painting my house, but I'll be outside. I've already done all the prunings. Oh my gosh, I got a cardio.